Story 1. About a month ago, I decided I couldn't get past things and told my wife we were separating. About a year before that, I found my wife of 12 years was texting another guy. We were in counseling at the time, and she agreed to go no contact with him, and I agreed to continue our relationship. She did not. I caught her 2 more times and always told myself we could get past it. Now I know I only feared being alone. I don't know if they ever met physically, but I strongly suspect they did. My ex-wife does have some mental health issues, and I always thought that if I could help her manage those, I'd find the woman I married and loved underneath. I'm now convinced that if she does get through all of that, she'll just find a woman who doesn't love or respect me under there. We own a business together, where she's been undermining me and talking about me to our staff. After another fight about that, where she tried to pretend that we never agreed to something, I had the realization that things weren't going to change. The affair wasn't the cause of our trouble, it was a symptom of it. Fortunately, we have no kids, but we do have to deal with the business, our house, and our dogs. So luckily, we have a suite in our basement that I moved into. I'm living there until we sort out the separation agreement and figure out who gets what. It's boring and lonely as heck, but at least I have a path forward with a reason for optimism at the end. Now, let's get some reaction from the comment section. Just read our comments, start getting out and doing things for yourself. Start living your life and get your head on straight, and then things will start to be a whole lot clearer to you. I personally would separate your money and start to get a picture of how to separate the business, just in case there is no reconciliation. Prepare yourself now, but get out and start living your life. Good luck. Ending is Bella original poster, thank you. I'm doing my best on this front. I've started getting to the gym regularly and spend more time with friends doing things. And yes, I actually do want to get out of the business, so we're both figuring out if she wants to find a way to buy me out or if we just sell the whole thing. Reader comment, it sounds like you've got your head screwed on the right way. A lot of people aren't able to get to the realization that you have. Plus, with the loneliness, I found that you need to embrace it and learn to be able to live with it and be happy being on your own and to be happy with your life. Otherwise, you'll go to some dark places. You won't heal properly and you'll try and make yourself feel better through other people, which never truly works. I've been through 2 divorces where my ex-wives had affairs, and have tried a lot of different things to get through that loneliness. Hopefully, you can get out from being under the same roof. That is a key step in being able to start putting your ex into the rearview mirror. While you are living together, you get reminded of what they have done. It's also great that you realize that even if her problems are sorted out, she won't truly love you. A lot of people do think that the person they fell in love with will be remaining, but quite often that person is just a memory of all the good times you had together, and you forget about how poorly they treated you at other times in the relationship. Piston takes of accordion. In these scenarios, I always believe that it happens because one person in the relationship loves their partner more than they love themselves, and the other person loves themselves more. themselves love them more than they love you, and that kind of relationship dynamic is never going to work, regardless of anything else. We need to try and find a relationship where both people adore each other. Original poster, hey thanks. Seeing it broken down really helps. I think I can avoid those dark places, but I'm aware that I need to keep busy. Reader, do you have a legal separation agreement? If so, it's time to get out there and date. The second you move out, she started seeing her affair partner in the flesh. No reason for you to sit on the shelf. Go out and have some fun. It sucks getting divorced, but it's better to live in peace than live a lie with a cheater. Mr. C original poster. We don't yet, but we're getting there. We're agreeing to a list of assets this weekend. Once we have that, we'll approach a mediator to hammer out the details. We did agree not to bring anyone back to the house, so if she's seeing her affair partner, it's not in my face. And other than that, honestly, I don't care. I'm honestly still pretty frightened of dating again. I have a bit of a dad bod. I'm on the shorter side of things and have some social anxiety. I know I will in the future, but the idea of it is a bit scary for me right now. Reader, this might be an unpopular opinion, but you should let her buy you out of the business. She's already been poisoning the well with your employees, so let her reap what she's sown. I would bet money that they won't respect her, and she will get her ass handed to her with the business finances. You focus on keeping the house, so she can't have your credit over with an intentional foreclosure. This original poster, I 100% agree with you. I've asked her to either find a way to buy me out or find a partner she wants to work with who can. She's considering selling the whole thing, which I also support. I do think I'd end up with the house if for no other reason to reduce the amount she'd owe me for my half of the business. But honestly, I'm not tied to it either. If she wants to buy my half of the house, I'd let her. Reader, play Project Zomboid. I might be playing that game all the way into my 40s. When I get time from work, original poster how. You're the second person to suggest it. I actually just picked up No Man's Sky because it was on sale, and I heard an update made it way better. Terry, you seem very positive. Keep it up. I love this stuff. Just original poster, thank you. None of this is good, but I'm past the part that was bad. Honestly, I'm not even angry anymore. Story 2. I have been married to my wife for 7 years without kids. We both are South Asians and live in Germany. I'm a marketing manager and she has been a homemaker since we got married. I have been living in Europe before my marriage, and my wife joined me here after our marriage. My age is 35, and she is 32 years old. Our marriage has been a loving one for 7 years with a fair share of ups and downs, which every couple experiences. The major issues have been finance, in-laws, and extended family related. My wife is a single child and is very much connected to her parents and consults and informs them on every topic of her life, including our issues. This year in March, my wife started an online course in international trade, which included people from nearby areas and cities. At Securities, I had motivated her to do the course as she could start a career in Germany post the course. The course started in Jan this year. The course was in the German language and definitely stressful and tough for a non-German. Everything was going well until in September this year, I started feeling emotional and physical distance from my wife. My gut feeling and intuition were telling me something was off. My intuition was telling me something was not right. In addition, my wife had suddenly developed an interest in a different kind of music and began to sit for online classes with makeup, which she had not done since January. But one evening, by chance, while I was going through the tab that we both share, I found her Google searches such as "he talks to me about sex and how he will satisfy me. What if I dream of having sex this with another man? Signs he is flirting with you, how to flirt with men, and other related searches." These searches strongly indicated that something was wrong. Also, she was staying up late at night and telling me that she was not able to sleep. All the time, she was on Instagram and WhatsApp, chatting with someone. She kept her phone with her at all times. She even took her phone to the toilet and was bewildered when I even went anywhere near her phone. She was even tucking her phone under the pillow while sleeping. The next day, I confronted her and asked her about these Google searches, and she said there was nothing, and I was just doubting her unnecessarily. I then proceeded to connect WhatsApp to my computer without her knowledge. After some time, I saw the following message to a male in her course who stays 45 kilometers away from our residence. The message read, "Good morning, please do not get angry." He saw my Google searches and he thought something was happening. He is on and off taking my phone. Do not message me for now. I will tell you everything in detail later. I had a bad day. She sent this message and immediately deleted the entire chat. About Bettino, I saw this and immediately flared up and shouted at her. Because it was stupid of me to confront her immediately, whereas I should have waited to see her future exchanges with him. She told me that she wrote to him under stress and that she has no connection with him. But I cannot trust her yet. But to this day, she keeps changing her story and comes up with a new story every time. Thus, when asked to show her deleted WhatsApp messages, she declines and says I should believe her oral version. She asked for a divorce if I ask her for her deleted WhatsApp chats. She has moved back to her parents and tells me that I do not trust her and she does not want to live with me. Now, she completely denies any wrongdoing, which she agreed partially in the past. Let me know what your thoughts are about my problem here.